Hey everyone, welcome back or welcome to my channel. My name is Savannah and we're in Jurassic World Evolution 2 today with the Utahraptor. Now I know the Cretaceous Predator pack actually released a couple days ago, but just for sake of finishing the videos that I have on my to-do list and because I want to look at the Utahraptor, that's exactly what we're going to do today. So I have some Utahraptors in here to release, as well as some fun things to release and see what they do in these hatcheries. And we're going to take a look at their animations and everything about them. So without further ado, let's start by taking a look at them in the hatchery. Now, if I scroll all the way down and find them, this is where I test my ability to know the alphabet. Utahraptor here, appeal of 317. You can see here that they have a trait chance of a small appetite, social, intolerant, and fit. We go to the other tab, we have their needs. They like scavengers, they dislike carnivores, and nobody likes Therizinosaurus. Then we have their base attributes, attack of 60, defense of 25, so on and so forth. Now, I think these guys are classified as a medium. Is that correct? No, they're classified as a small then. That actually surprises me because they're a little bit bigger than the Pyroraptor, I believe. I'm going to release one of these and take a look at it. But they're a little bit bigger than some of the other kind of small carnivore raptor type animals. But anyway, there you go. We have the Utahraptor. Now, let's start things off by taking a look at their exit animation. I love the little rays of the crest on the top of the head, those little feathers. I'm not sure if you caught that. We're going to watch it one more time because I do believe there is an alternate exit animation that's actually more of my favorite because you get more of a profile view and you do get to see that little like feather rays. I just think it's such a cool little detail. And of course, we have that classic Velociraptor call from Jurassic Park 3? Maybe it was in the first one, right? But anyway, classic Jurassic Park raptor call. But I just love the little detail of the feathers moving, right? I like when things are animated, when little details are added like that. So let's go ahead and release a few more of them and see if we can't get the alternate exit for you. Perfect, got it right away. And they actually raise those head feathers twice. Right when it comes out, it kind of raises them. And then when he kind of stands at attention and looks at the other Utahraptors running around, he raises them again. And I just think it's great. But looking at the overall design here, let me see what kind of colorations we have on this guy. I always forget what tab it is. There we go. Mangrove Forest and Pulchrana. I get asked a lot what the colorations are, and unless I'm looking at their stats, I have no idea. I like the design. His little crest feathers, his little like kind of toupee looking hat situation is very funny to me, but I do like the detail of the feathers. I love, again, with the sheen. We looked at this on the Gigantoraptor. The sheen and shine of the feathers is just, it's amazing. Frontier did a wonderful, wonderful job with the design. We, of course, are covered in itty bitty feathers all over the body, all the way down the arms, big old claws, big fluffy fan tail. Again, love the detail and the shine on these, if you can see. Absolutely amazing. I'll let them walk around and maybe we'll get an animation from them because they have a couple different like idle animations and then of course their social animation. So very fun to see. Let's take a look at some other colors. I did release a whole bunch. So we have this guy here, more of kind of a muted color. Oh, those guys are the default. I should go the other way. this way. Ooh, look at the stripes on this one and a little bit of like the color dipped red on the end of the feathers is pretty cool. And we do have a little coloration on the nose as well that kind of, I'm assuming, goes with these feathers. Who else do we have? Ooh, you are vibrant. I'm actually a fan of that. Oh, and they're fighting already. Fan of that. I love the gradient on the nose on this one. That's very cool. Mixed with the white, the contrast of the light and the dark is very, very cool. And then I think one more. Yeah, and then the fighting guys that are not getting along. Very cool. So what I'm going to do, as always, if you're familiar with the videos, is I'm going to wait for some animations and I'll showcase as many as I possibly can. Getting our first look at the social animation, not the best lighting, but walks up to him, leans, rolls over. It's so endearing. We've talked about this in the last couple of videos with these predators, these big, mean, fighting predators get such cute and endearing, sweet animations, and I love it. That one was almost playful, where one Utahraptor comes up, leans against his buddy. The buddy wants nothing to do with it, steps away, and this little guy is left kind of rolling over on his back and wondering what happened. I absolutely love it. And of course they sit and look around with a little bit of a crest raise as they were sitting and looking around. And of course they drink, taking quick little sips of water, and then the shake of the head. Nice little detail. I think this next guy is going to take a drink as well. Next to him, looking around, making sure he's safe. And they nap. Just like every other small, medium carnivore, just laying on the ground, tail kind of curved around to the side. We, of course, have the standing, looking around, shaking its head, idle animation. Kind of missed it there a little bit, but that's the other idle animation. We'll take a look at the species viewer at the end of the video, as always, but gives a little scratch, rubs his head on his arm. Good stuff. Ooh, a bit of a standoff for their joint animation. Eating at the meat feeder here, obviously. You can see those back to left guys kind of snapped at each other, called at each other, and then just had a little bit of a stare down. Very cool. We'll let it refill here and see if we have any other takers, see if we can get that again, or maybe just a single guy. Here we go. Very cool. Bit of a stare down, like I said. That's a really cool animation. I like that one. I do like how they tilt their head as well when they're eating. They kind of tilt it to the side a little bit to take better bites. Very cool little detail. Oh my goodness. Terrible angle, but he just jumped on the goat, scratched him on the back a bit, and then just yeeted him away. My goodness. I'll try to get that again. That was pretty cool. My goodness. That's so cool. Yeah, it doesn't even want to eat it right away. He just scratches it and then just chucks it away from himself. What a cool little animation. And then I can now, just because I have watched some other creators' videos and seen on Twitter, oh, they're such social animals. They do this constantly while this guy has a snack. But the running after the prey at the same time, or running after whatever they're hunting, is actually a new mechanic. You can see that I believe this one's going to get the kill on the goat, but his buddy is running with him as backup. I could watch that animation all day. That's so funny. I love that he just kind of kicks it away from himself. But yeah, that is a new mechanic. So I like that a lot too. Gives a little bit, obviously, more detail and interest when they're running around, and more realistic, I guess, when they have like a buddy that helps them. So, pretty cool. Was that the idle animation for sitting down where he kind of like dozed off and then scared himself awake? Was that what that was? And you look like you're getting ready for another animation. Do you have somebody? Yeah, see, they do this social animation over and over again. We'll watch it again just because I think it's so great and playful. But yeah, I think that first thing we saw was the idle animation for them sitting on the ground, having kind of a little snooze, and then, you know, jolting themselves awake. Yeah, he does kind of like doze off, start to fall over, and then wake himself up. That's a pretty cool one. Normally they have kind of just like a scratching or a rubbing their face on the ground, but that one's unique. I like it. All right, it's that time. Time to release some poor, unfortunate animals. We're going to start with Coelophysis. I don't think I've ever released a Coelophysis for one of these like testing videos, and I just thought, you know, why not? We'll see what happens. Oh, okay, so because it's a carnivore, I'm assuming it has a fight animation. That's actually not something that I would have guessed. Just being unfamiliar with Coelophysis, I guess. I would have thought they would have hunted it down, but I guess that is only reserved for an herbivore animation. I mean, that makes sense. Obviously, Coelophysis stood no chance. There is one more of them in here. Where the heck did it go? Right there. He's the alpha because he's the only one left. But it looked like a fairly normal animation, just kind of jumping on them and then snapping their neck. Nothing too exciting. Next up, we have poor little Homocephaly. This one will be a hunting animation, so we'll see if he kicks him away. Oh, and that took no time at all. See if he kicks him away just like the goat? Oh, no. That's a bummer. I would have liked if it would have been similar or the same. Oh, that was awful. You could see nothing. Oh, my goodness. This happened so quickly. So quickly, but just jumps on him, grabs him by the neck, and then breaks it. And that is about it. Bummer. I thought that it would be like a cooler, unique animation just with the way the goat was, that they didn't give that to the Homocephaly. So, oh well. Let's release the next thing. We're going a little bigger here. We're going to medium herbivores. I have an Edmontosaurus and a Werosaurus. So let's see what happens. I do not think these guys like pack hunt. They're a little bit big for that, like the Pyroraptor or the Velociraptor. But we'll see how they, or if they, take down Edmontosaurus. And I guess, you know what? Actually, I should release... Are you going for that one? No, you're just running at him. I should just release the Werosaurus as well, just that way I can watch them all at the same time. For the sake of science and testing, even though I had very high doubts that anything would happen, I let out an Alamosaurus just to see, but it looks like they're leaving that one, the Edmontosaurus, and the Werosaurus alone. As you can see, I have a lot of low health, starving Utahraptors, and they're deciding to do nothing about the other dinosaurs that they're sharing their exhibit with. So I think it's time that we put those away and we release what I have in this hatchery. Little bonus Pyroraptor social animation for you. Just released these two and they went right into it. So I figured, why not? I mostly released these ones just for like size and design comparison. It looks like they're going to pick a fight already. And, oh, did he just lose right away? Yeah, lost right away. Well, we can't compare his size anymore. But size and design comparison, really. You can see the Utahraptor is a bit bigger, face is a bit like bulkier, whereas Pyroraptor has more of that like pointed snout. But the feathers look very similar. Utah's tail is a bit more like fluffy and droopy. Oh, I was gonna say Pyroraptor stands no chance. I thought he died first time there. But it looks like it's not a unique animation either, so there you go. That was a very quick test. Thank you, Pyroraptor, for making that easy, because sometimes these videos go on for a while. Now I'm gonna release Dinochirus and Tarbosaurus at the same time. Dinochirus just because why not? You know, I don't expect anything to happen, but that's, you know, a lot of what I don't expect ends up being really cool just because I don't, you know all the mechanics and the animations by heart, so we'll see. And then Tarbosaurus, I think, is nothing special, but again, just want to make sure that I'm thorough and we showcase everything that we can. Okay, well, I guess this is the problem with trying to go quickly and get things over with, as Dinochirus and Tarbosaurus decided to fight instead of the Utahraptor, but we can watch this play out and see what happens, just in case there's anything interesting. It doesn't look like it so far. Yeah, and it looks like Dinochirus actually won that one. Wow. Good on you, buddy. Here we go. Here's the fight we were waiting for. No chance. Nothing special. Darn it. Oh well. Well, I was trying to catch them climbing over the fence, and I forgot to turn it to, I think, a fence they can climb, like turn electricity off, and they just broke through it. So let's go ahead and just see human kill animation, and then we can try the different fence. I'm going to take away all this forest though, because I can't see a single thing, and we need good lighting and a clear space so we can get easy viewing of the murder. So let's see if this guy is going after someone. Oh wow, so I have seen this animation already. That is so cool. So cool that he just jumps. Whoa, what happened to all those guests? Just laying on the ground. He just jumps over the top. Oh my goodness, we're going through forest again. Hold on. Jumps over the top of the guest. Guest runs into him, and then he kills him. Such a cool, detailed animation. All right, are you going after somebody else? Let's see if I can't get that in slow-mo. Over the top, runs into him, then goes in for the kill. Looks at him though. Look at that head tilt first. The curiosity that conveys is so cool. There was another Utahraptor somewhere around here. Where did he go? I mean, we can just follow the... Oh, there he is. He just got someone too. So cool. And of course, you know, while murder is happening, there are not enough restrooms in this park. Guests have their priorities. There we go. Oh, he didn't make it. I've never seen them do that before. He jumped up and then didn't make it, and then he's looking around like, oh my goodness, what just happened? That's so embarrassing. Are you gonna try again? There we go. Up and over. With a classic little call at the top. Beautiful. And finally, last but not least, we have our Utahraptor in the species viewer looking at our default skin here. Death Valley and Rana. You can see, again, the shimmer in the feathers is probably my favorite part on these dinosaurs added with the Cretaceous Predator pack. It's so good. And especially this default color, I do like just the little hint of color on the arms, the tail, and a little bit on the crown. Let's change it to blank. Really, what did that change? I guess it just changes some of the patterning, but the color on the end of the feathers is all going to stay the same. It just adds a little bit of detail to it. You can see that yellow is part of the default color, and as we change through these different patterns, I like that one. I like the stripes on the body. It adds just a little bit of different coloration to like on top of the feathers. But anyway, let's go to blank and then we can kind of scroll through these ones here. Sonoran Desert. My goodness, I don't know why that was so difficult for me. Death Valley. Great Sandy Desert. I like that one a lot. Champlain Valley. Salar del Huesco. Limpopo River. Killian Mountains. I'm not a huge fan of that one. I don't know why. I don't necessarily like it on the Utahraptor. Yukon River. Svalbard is... I don't know how you say that one. Amazon Rainforest. I like that one a lot too. I really like the orange on the end of the feathers. Mangrove Forest and Gambia River Basin. We do have some bright colorations as to be expected with like, you know, a dinosaur with feathers on it and things. I really like this Poprana coloration because if you can see, it kind of adds like some stripes to the feathers, or this one, Lithobates, does as well. I just like the detail it adds, like right here with the kind of darker coloration on the end of the I keep wanting to say feathers on the end of the feathers. So very cool there. This one's pretty cool too, but maybe not with that coloration. Maybe with something blue or dark or purple. Oh, I don't know. It kind of doesn't seem to go with anything. What would you even put this with? Maybe this one's not my favorite. I don't really think it matches any of these colors. Neither in like matching or contrasting. I guess that would be the best one. That's all right, I guess. Yeah, not my favorite. Okay, well, let's just pick a random. There we go. Beautiful. And look at some of these animations. So, of course, obviously they stand and they look around. This is the animation that I kind of was bad at catching in the actual park. But they give themselves a scratch, rub their head on the side. Do it again. Oh, okay. So they're picking at their arm and then they scratch their head with their back leg. The lighting's really terrible on this side. I apologize, but there you go. They walk, they run, they sit, and they... Oh, this is the falling asleep one. I think it's so cute. It's so funny, especially when they get all, jolted awake, their little crown goes up a little bit. I absolutely love that detail. But there you go. There is Utahraptor colors and patterns. Well, there you go. There's our Utahraptor. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for watching, especially since this video was so late. I enjoyed taking a look at the Utahraptor, and so I appreciate you being here as well. If you did make it this far, and if you did enjoy the video, don't forget to leave a like and leave a comment and hit the subscribe button, all those things that really do help me out and make sure that you don't miss out on any future content. But until next time, I will talk at you in the next video. Bye!